Blair Thomas and Magic. Subscribe now, watch us live lavish. We got Brooks, now we live and we bringing major vibes. Obsidian Alliance, we taking off flying high. Follow us now for guidance.
Oh man, bet you wouldn't have seen our faces again.
Ain't this this is season 3.
Oh man, we don't even know what season we in anymore. This is
attention, ladies and gentlemen. We have found a way out of the Matrix. We have found a way back.
Oh man, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Magic here, and with the Blair Thomas. This is the Obsidian Alliance, and or Magic's Corner, or you know what? We just here.
We here.
It's been a long time without a dope video to watch. Oh man, oh man, oh man. How you doing, boss?
Ladies and gentlemen, life is life.
Life is life, and one day, one step at a time.
Because that's all we can do.
That is all we can do.
But, I would like to take this give a moment really quick. I have moved back home, so kudos to that. I did recently have some tragedy. This is my wonderful cousin, Jocko. RIP. Love you very much. Family definitely won't be the same without you. But besides those type of things, I'm here, man. We trying our best. we trying our best.
That's all we can do in this crazy world. Like I said, the amount of times that we've gotten people to actually say this motto in one shape, form, or another, is and one day, one step at a time is amazing thing. But the funny thing about that is that my homeboy Joey had a discussion with him about that saying, and it was he didn't want me to have it to where I was stagnant, or where it's just like I was just accepting of things. And in a sense, a little bit, I am accepting of things, but it's not in a way that it's any of dread or anything like that. It's more so of, hey, today is one day and tomorrow was a new day. Start something new, learn something new to have a better day. If I had a crappy day yesterday, I get to go to sleep and we get to try again tomorrow. As long as I'm above ground and I'm breathing, I'm going to try to make every day the next day better.
There you go.
Appreciate Joey for the conversation, though. But this video is not even going to be anything of like a certain topic like we normally would do. This is just going to be thoughts and feelings on a lot of things, catch up on what we've been up to, and just, you know, take it one day, one step at a time, and one topic at a time. So, me, Blair Thomas, what would you like to start on?
Well, let's talk about my anime radar's been off. I turned it back on recently.
Okay.
Shout outs to Ninja Kamui on HBO Max. Fire, by the way. And if y'all see me turn over here, it's because of the mic. I can't, like, I'm just turning. This is my good side, by the way. But anyway, fire, as I said. Fire Force just got recently in the Fire Force. Yes, I know I'm late. I don't even hear it. I'm late. Yes. Fire Force is fire. Yes. Black Clover. Listen, shout out to the Spade Kingdom. Shout out to the Spade Kingdom. All Black people are initially part of the Spade Kingdom because that's what starts at most barbecues. It's the Spade thing. Anyway.
Oh, God. The most controversial table that I will never join ever. You remember when your dad was trying to teach us how to play spades?
It looks boring. It looked boring. It really I promise you I'll be trying to understand what is the first of all, what is the appeal of getting threatened over a card game? Like we end in relationships, marriages, your homeboy done told your wife that your side chick stay down the street all because you didn't pluck or you didn't call Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce, whatever y'all folks doing. I don't understand.
Oh, especially if you play Ace High. Ace High is like the demon world of space.
Right.
Getting killed over spades.
Let's see, what else have I been watching? I did watch Solo Leveling. That was that's pretty good. I'm enjoying that. I'm actually gonna start soon rewatching the remastered version of Digimon because it says it's a little bit more accurate. Because for all those people who think Digimon is better than Pokemon and power scaling, blah blah blah, they say that this remastered version will get my gears turning a little bit more with that. I used to think they were equal, but there's a few people out there that like to argue with me, but we're not going to mention them. Gojo. Anyway, but the point being is, I've been looking at some of those animes and they've been really, really great. I am of course looking forward to Solo Leveling season 2. Also looking forward to Black Clover. I think that'll be season 2 or 3. Not sure. The movie was pretty good. And Fire Force season 3. Of course, Demon Slayer's coming up. But of course, we're not going to talk about anime, and we're not going to come on now. We're not going to skip over the OG, bro. We're not going to skip over the OG. R.I.P. Rest in power to Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Listen, my brother, my Asian brother. Listen, I can't tell you how many times I came home from school and pretended to be a Super Saiyan to reach that level. Can't tell you how proud I was to see Gohan surpass his father. Can't tell you. Now, for your successors, all you got to do is wrap up the project. Please, listen. It's not hard, but I'm going to trust it to you. The OG trusted you, so I'm going to trust you too. But please, everybody, just take a minute to recognize somebody's creative genius who affected not only his own culture but the entire world. The entire world knows where they were when Goku first turned Super Saiyan, when Gohan first turned Super Saiyan 2. They remember the first time that him and Frieza fought. They remember the first time Vegeta and him fought. Listen, we all remember back when Yamcha was useful. Shout out my man's Yamcha, because they be doing you bad. They be doing you dirty, and I don't like it. I don't. He should have been in the Tournament of Power, not Master Roshi.
He should have. I think also, not to cut you off, I think also Gohan and Goten should have been at least somewhat in it to at least give them, because especially since they're trying to take them into a new level and having them be grown, having that spear of the Tournament of Power would have been a great teaching tool for them. That what your daddies do is serious.
Yeah,
and you need to take that lesson.
I honestly don't think they could have hacked it, considering that every universe besides ours, remember, in order to be on par with them, they had to be at least high 3 or blue or red to compete. Super Saiyan 1 through 2 wasn't enough.
Well, I disagree with you on that simply because, once again, you had Tien, you had Master Roshi, you could have Krillin is Krillin is the strongest human in Dragon Ball. So Krillin is a different echelon. But Tien and Master Roshi, nah. You could have sent them boys in, just like we always argue about Yamcha getting in. Even if you don't put in Goten and Trunks, Yamcha should at least be in. So, I disagree a little bit. But also, to your point, everybody knows where they at when Dragon Ball Super ended.
Oh, yeah.
When Goku got Ultra Instinct for the first time and finally pushed back Jiren at least a little bit.
Now, I will stand by this. What he did to Kefla was disrespectful. It was disrespectful. I have never It hasn't been since Cell since we've seen that level of disrespect. And Mr. Magic knows where I was.
Oh, yeah.
Because I called him from Geico. I almost got fired that day. I'm watching it like it's the damn football highlights. I'm over here jumping. Oh, shit, no, he didn't. Oh, he's disqualified. He's disqualified. Everybody's looking at me like, oh, what sport you watching? Listen, I'm watching the Tournament of Power, bro. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about it.
When I tell you, oh man, when I tell you that man called me from work at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, had bumped his knee and everything.
No, God, listen, that desk, I hit that damn desk so hard.
But no, for real, just like the Blair Thomas, I thought Goku was disqualified. Because the only time that we have ever seen that type of level was once again against Cell, and half of his body got blown up. So I was just like, when he hit an almost uncontrolled Ultra Instinct Kamehameha wave, point blank range, I was like, yeah. And then you saw the separation of the earrings. I was like, oh, Kefla's dead. Like he went too far.
I mean, and technically, since he broke the Batars, technically she is dead because without the Batars, they can't fuse like that. So technically, I mean, do you understand, people? Do you understand how intense of a blast you need to break Batara earrings? These are Kai jewelry. Do you not understand how strong you got to be to break them? Come on now. Now, I'll be honest. Well, you know what? Let me retract that because Vegeta kind of crunched one up in his hand. But it's different from using your brute strength. He broke it with some light, a beam of light, and broke it. Listen, craziness. It's absolute pandemonium. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, we're gonna get this out of the way. And sir, you knew it was coming, so don't pretend like you didn't know it was coming. For any of you people, for whatever reason, and I don't understand it, Kong will never win against Godzilla. Do you hear me? Kong will never win. Why y'all think otherwise? I have no clue. And you know what I love about people? Y'all are hyped over this metal arm. You see what happened to the last kaiju that was made of metal, don't you? You remember that, right? But you know what also y'all forget about? Because I keep hearing this. You know, if Godzilla didn't have that atomic breath, do I need to pull up the 3-minute ass whooping for y'all? Do I need to pull it up? Because I will. Godzilla versus Kong. What, 2 years ago, 3 years ago now?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago now.
Why are we acting like we didn't watch the same movie, people? I need to understand this. Did we not see Godzilla get pissed off? Kong was on his neck, and he said, you know what, man? I'm getting really tired of this. Let's just go ahead and examine one thing. Y'all do realize Kong rolled up on Godzilla. Godzilla wasn't even looking for him. He was there for Mechagodzilla. That's how irrelevant your big monkey is. Godzilla wasn't even there for him. He was there for Mechagodzilla, aka the reborn Ghidorah. So my question to y'all is, if you're not even relevant enough for me to pay attention to, what makes you think you can, like, where is this? And then, of course, the 3-minute fight, broken arm, thrown across the city, him holding his arm, Godzilla charging him, bit his toes. I didn't even know Godzilla had a foot fetish. Crazy. Bit his toes, jumped, scratched his chest up. Eric, you want to add a clip of this in here. And then, you know, did the Bruce Lee stomp with the twist on King Kong's chest. And that man was begging for his life. The man tried to get up and then was flatlining until the skinny, scrawny doctor lady, you know, blew up something on his chest like a what is that? A
defibrillator.
Defibrillator, a giant defibrillator. When are we gonna stop the madness? Y'all got so hyped that little 6-piece combo King Kong put on Godzilla. And spoilers alert, I don't care if you haven't seen it yet. It's been out for 2 weeks. Go see it. Anyway, Point being, when he did that little 6-piece combo, not a tooth fell out, no blood, not a black eye, not a busted cheek, not a busted forehead. Yes, Godzilla was a little dazed, but he was not unconscious. You know what? I don't even think he was dazed. He sat there in the sand and was just like, oh, this monkey's on timing. Okay, so let me stop playing then. Let me stop playing. Because I thought this was cute. I thought we was being cute like we was last time. Oh, but you came up here. I warned you. You stay your monkey ass down in Hollow Earth, and I stay up here. I warned you. And then you came back looking for smoke because you got a new paper mache arm. And then everybody's just like, oh yeah, but he was piecing Godzilla up. Mothra had to save, not Godzilla, Mothra had to save King Kong. Her presence was like, hey, y'all stop fighting. Listen, Godzilla was like, nah, he tried me. Now I have to, with my new Super Saiyan Rose energy beam, I gotta roast me a monkey. And so, even first of all throughout the movie, King Kong is getting sunned by his own people, Scar King being the main one, who's not even bigger than him. That's the funny part.
I actually have to disagree with that one. Scar King would have got beat by Kong if it wasn't for Shimo.
Oh, of course. But that's my point. If you're struggling with this monkey, and of course, I don't know why. There's one thing that Godzilla and King Kong have in common. They like to play before they get serious. But when you start choking him with that bone whip, now he's like, oh, okay, now I gotta lock in. You should have locked in when he first started, sir. He has your people enslaved. This looks like the opening scene to Prince of Egypt. Deliver us. Like, are you kidding me? Man, what are they even building? They're in the middle of the earth. What are they even building? Just got them moving rocks to move rocks. It's crazy. Where's the project manager? Because clearly something's not being done. But anyway, point being is, people, let's stop the delusion here, okay? Please. But the only person that has more delusion than King Kong fans are people who support Diddy still.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I came with the smoke tonight, sir. I came with the smoke tonight. I'm ready.
Oh man, I don't even know who really still supports Diddy after all the jokes that I've seen on TikTok about that, man. Talking about when you got some sleep paralysis and you see Diddy, are you Diddy? Oh man, but the person that I'm worried about actually, I'm actually worried about Beyonce, because apparently Jay-Z's worse than Diddy.
Be careful. Don't mention the Queen Bee.
You'll
get us canceled
about that damn beehive.
There's only one kaiju more powerful than Godzilla, and that's Beyonce.
I don't give a damn about that beehive. I don't care. Y'all are cultists.
They'll be showing up at the job now, bro. You don't be calling me in 2 weeks. I'm like, hey, bro, they got me in the trunk. I'm like, well, where are they taking you, bro? Put your location on something.
Damn cultists. It's the cult. It's like one time they had that church of Beyonce. That damn cultist.
But like on it, like in the serious note, like I'm actually thinking to myself, like, wow, like all this stuff is about to come to light. And honestly, I feel like 90% of who's on that list is not going to shock me. There might be a few, but there's like, if I heard like, of course, like everybody knew Oprah she'd been done up. Like she's been done up. But like, if I heard, who's somebody, I'll be like real shocked. I'd be shocked. Oh, like who's guy Bruce Willis. Somebody like that. Or if it's just black Hollywood, I'd be surprised if someone like somebody who's not that up there.
I'd be surprised if it's Denzel.
Oh, don't say that. Not Uncle Den. Don't say that. Just
Like there's a few black names I wouldn't be surprised, like Jay-Z, of course, Diddy, R. Kelly, Tyler Perry, Oprah. Like I wouldn't be surprised about that. But yeah, if it was like somebody like Denzel, Michael B, or any of those people that was involved in some of that stuff, I'd just be like, bruh, like, like it's just throw it all away. Just throw Black Hollywood all away.
But see, that's the problem I'm having. And I want to go ahead and put this out here. I am not saying that any of the victims or any of that, they didn't deserve any of that. What happened to them is horrible. Why are we just tearing down Black Hollywood? Like, male Hollywood isn't a thing. Like,
oh, absolutely. I mean, it should have been torn down when Harvey Weinstein got up out of there, but it still was able to survive because we couldn't get the full thing out of Jeffrey Epstein's book. So I think if that book would have got released, I think it would have caused major catastrophic damage to Hollywood, almost irreparable damage to Hollywood if that book got released. Because there was a whole bunch of people that was flying to the island that had no business being there.
I'd be surprised if Samuel Jackson was on it.
I would be too.
And I'd be extremely disappointed.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. What's the guy? Who's the famous guy with the locks who had the argument with Kanye West?
Oh, Sway.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if Sway was on there, man. But like, I think what's so destructive right now, especially like, we're gonna touch a little bit on this, and typically, at least not on the channel, we don't talk about it a lot. But this kind of vicious assault on Black Hollywood. And I'm, again, not saying that anybody that actually did something shouldn't go to jail. They should. So go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. However, that industry for us, I mean, well, I can't even see. And that's why I'm kind of so conflicted. Does that industry really feed our culture? Does it? Like, do most Black millionaires or billionaires, do they contribute back to their communities? Because I feel like if they did at at least a higher rate than now, there would be less ghetto. There would be less, stuff like that.
The funny thing about money and power is that I would say that goes with the age-old saying, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And you may want to, but then a lot of the times, not only it's funny because once you get out and you go back in and you try to help, the people that are in are just like, it's a conversation that Black people need to have as a whole. Because, just like the whole thing about TikTok, where that one chick posted, being around ghetto and hood people made me uneasy. And there was a whole bunch of people arguing for hood people. And it's just like, exactly what type of hood people we talking about. We're not talking about the regular people like me and you that just happened to stay in the hood for a couple years because we was down on our luck a little bit and then we just moved out. We talking about the crash outs. We talking about the people that will kill you over stepping on your shoes. We talking about the people that will be in your house, see all the stuff that you got, rob you 2 weeks later, and then come over and be like, I heard you got robbed. Like,
we're not talking about Nana June that feed the whole neighborhood and helps with the kids. Like, we're not talking about her. We're not talking about, Unc that looks out for the young men, make sure they're not out here knocking heads or knocking sense into their heads and stuff. We're not talking about the moms and fathers in the hood that are actually contributing to their community, trying to make a difference in a child's life, trying to show them that this is not all that there is to be.
And we're not even talking about the OGs that, they was a part of the hood shit and doing the street shit, but they kept the kids out of it.
Exactly. Like we're not talking. And first of all, let's just go ahead and make this disclaimer. You'd have to be so removed from your pigment to not have a little bit of it in you. Because there's one saying that all people use, but I feel like we have kind of coined it, and it's, now you got me fucked up. And I don't know about you, but listen,
my mama, you got me fucked up.
Listen. Half of my family is from New Jersey, the other half's from Georgia. You got me fucked up around Macon, and you got me fucked up in Patterson. You got me fucked up a couple places. And I know people know what I'm talking about. Not saying that we still do that, not saying that I ever did. But what I am saying is anybody that in my family that was in it made sure that I was not in it. That's the point. You're not supposed to want the further generations to keep continuing the same cycle. And again, we're not saying that y'all don't contribute. Street smarts keeps you alive. Book smarts get you paid.
Yep.
So, but at the same time, if you think that I'm going to say free my homie Pookie, and Pookie shot 3 children and a grandmother, no, Pookie needs to go underneath the prison. Underneath.
Like, nah, he needs to stay. Like, if you doing stupid stuff just because, like, I know, like, but Black people need to have a lot of conversations that we're not ready to. A funny thing is that I don't think it's not that we're not ready to have them. It's more so of the fact of a lot of us aren't willing to have it, because if you start to take away the Black stereotypes, then you start to take away a lot of people's identities, because a lot of people identify with the stereotypes
instead of identifying with the culture, because your identity and the culture are 2 different things.
Or knowing what yourself is. Like, you're beyond the hood aspects. You're beyond all of that. You're beyond sagging your pants and toting a gun, and you're beyond, even though we use AAVE, or African American Vernacular English, for those that are uninitiated, you can also use proper English. Like, you don't have to be hood and ghetto all the time. You don't have to have multicolored hair. You don't have to not like anime or not like cartoons or not like comic books just because they think you're not Black enough.
By the way, I want to go ahead and make this disclaimer. I don't care how much of an adult you are. Being an adult and not knowing how to spell 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade letter words, and not knowing where your nation's capital is. You know how many people that I've met that think that DC is in the state of Washington? Like,
yeah, being illiterate is not cool, no matter if you white, Black, Asian, or whatever. Like, that's
stupidity has no color because it's every color. I'm sorry. You can call it whatever you want. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying I got perfect grades, but geography is very simple. Cities don't move. So that's why it came easy to me. Where is that? Oh, that's DC. Oh, okay, there's Rhode Island, West Virginia, Maryland. Like, they don't move. And also, other Black content creators, please stop making us look stupid by asking other stupid people of our pigment what they think about topics, knowing that they don't have an intelligent answer. Asking someone what a country is and they say Florida. End the video. It is not cute or cool to make us look stupid. Do you not understand when you upload these videos, they go all around the world? Now you got people thinking that Black people don't even know where their country is, or that we even live in a country.
I mean, we already got Black British people and Africans already talking about we don't know where our culture is. I'm 5 to 6 generations in America. I'm an American. I'm sorry. The white people, for those ancestors, they stripped away our Africanness. I'm sorry. We're American. It is what it is. So when somebody says they from Georgia, or somebody says they from New Jersey, or I'm from Ohio, or wherever the hell I am, that's where I'm from, because we almost got 5 to 6, almost 8 generations here. We've been here since 1620. So that's at least almost 10 generations. Like, so we here now. Accept it and deal with it, and stop stealing our culture if you hate us so much. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, another thing. Oh, if you thought I wasn't going to touch on this, the battle of the sexes, it's stupid. All of it. Both sides are dumb. There are no high value men or women. All of y'all suck. All of you suck. All of you are broke. It's broke behavior to expect me to pay for everything. It's broke behavior for me to expect you to pay for everything. It's broke behavior when you go out to a fancy dinner And just because someone has a penis at the table, that you can't pay for your own meal. You've been paying for everything else, Miss Independent Woman. And fellas, no, a date does not dignify that you get some coochie at the end of the night. You're supposed to have that conversation. Come on now. We're talking about simple stuff now. Both sides are stupid. I don't care what anybody got to say. I'm not siding with neither one. I'm just me. Me. I date how I date. That's it. But this whole, oh, I am the prize, and the man is the prize. None of you are the prize. You all suck. You all suck. You're all tired. I'm just like, no. If you're the prize, I don't even want to play the game. Ridiculous. Black men and women having a competition to see who's worth more, and when both are worthless in the situation. Neither one of you compromise. Neither one of you know how to communicate. Neither one of you know how to say, I'm sorry. We're 90s babies, bro. We're almost halfway through our 30s. Come on, man. You don't know how to say sorry? Men and women. I'm talking to both. I don't get it. Stop this nonsense, please.
Nah, the crazy thing is that 20v1 and the whole balloon thing, that whole thing is asinine. Like the fact that y'all will pop a balloon simply because of the way a motherfucker walk.
Mind you, let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out. Ladies, you're beautiful. You are. And I'm talking to all women, but of course, sir, you know how I am. I'm speaking directly to my sisters right now. Sisters. It is okay not to have every man's attention. And gentlemen, it's okay if the person that you want may not be giving you the attention. It's okay to move on without posting stuff. We don't need to know that Ray got 3 baby mamas and you were foolish enough to be number 4. We don't need to know that you've been paying her bills for the last 2 years, but you never checked her phone, and now her husband keeps calling, and it doesn't stop with the sob stories, please, because even in my own life, the mistakes I've made, thank goodness I've had friends like Magic to hold me accountable and tell me, you know what, bro, yeah, she did what she did, but guess what? Who let her do it? It's not what I wanted to hear. Nope. Yup. And I told him in the moment, I don't like you right now. I don't like the fact that you're holding me accountable. Why can't you just let me? Nah, bro, because you're not going out like that. Nope. Not as long as we here, you're not going out like that. And I appreciate that. Even when I didn't want to hear it, I needed to hear it. But the whole point of it is everybody is a prize. Everybody can bring something to the table. And the table, people, is the relationship. Could we please stop acting like we don't understand that question? Oh, I am the table. So no, you're not. No, you're not. We're not talking about a literal piece of wood with 4 legs. We're not talking about that. We are simply saying this. If I were to make you a permanent fixture in my life and you agreed to be a permanent fixture, is my life going to get better or worse? You should be able to tell me how you can make someone's life better. Even if it's just as small as, hey, I can cook for you. Hey, when you've had a bad day, I'll rub your feet, I'll rub your back. Something. But if all you're going to add is coochie and stress, keep it to yourself. And fellas, the same for you. If all you're adding is penis and stress, keep it to yourself. Please. Because I'm tired of logging on TikTok. I promise you, social media, just in general, has poisoned everything. It's like, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Sauron. How his reach out of Mordor just spread, the darkness spread across Middle Earth. And this was humanity's final stand. Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what social media is? They're the ring wraiths. Twitter is the Witch King of Agmar. And then he has his other Nazgul, which are Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these dating websites, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, those are the Nazgul. Absolutely. Oh, and who? Let's see. Saruman. Saruman. I'm gonna say. Oh, that's Elon Musk. That's who Saruman is. Saruman is Elon Musk.
Oh man.
It's criminal out here, man. Like, we got to stop acting like, as a people, as a culture, the only thing that matters at the end of the day is family, and that's family that looks out for you, of course. Because I know somebody gonna be, well, not all families are the same. Yeah, we know. Me and Magic's families differ in a few ways, but guess what? Keep close who you can, love them, be there for them. For the ones you can't, love them from a distance. It's hard, but it has to be done.
Go no contact if you have to.
Listen, let the past die. Kill
You
it.
can't hold it on. Let go. I'm sorry that you might not get that. I know y'all get it from the movie, but there's a lot of inside jokes that me and Blair have when it comes to life in general that a movie fits it so perfect. Oh man, but no, dating as a whole, social media, like you say, it's like the Lord of the Rings. I give it to be like the Empire, Star Wars. It's just like
who's Darth Vader? No, who's Palpatine and who's Darth Vader? I want to know.
Zuckerberg is Palpatine. Zuckerberg and Facebook is Palpatine, and TikTok is starting to become Darth Vader. Like TikTok is like, because as popular as TikTok is now, and it's just like
it's a porn site now. It's a porn site, is what it is. I'm so glad. Listen, I'm slowly getting rid of apps. People already know me that I don't post like that. I'm slow. Like, it's gonna be pretty soon where the only way to get in touch with me is through that phone. I promise you.
like social media is like, the funny thing is that I make content based off videos, but it's just like, and there's some stuff that I add in my videos that actually comes from what I think a lot of the times, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for nobody. But it's just a lot of shit that is just like, bruh, have pe- go for the people that love you. Go for the people that know you and love you and like you for you. Stop trying to chase something that you may have only gotten once because you got lucky because that person was like, hey, I'm bored. And stop. Like, if you got, like, fellas, if you got an Instagram model one time, that's not your new standard. That's not. That was a one-time thing. You got it. Kudos to you, and let it go. And ladies, if you got a football player one time, that's not your new standard either. You got one football player that thought you was a good time and you had a good time. Now let it go and go back to your normal life. Have people that love you for you. And also with that 20 versus 1, can y'all let people get a full sentence out before y'all just start popping the balloon and stop
No, cancel
going?
it. Cancel it. Cancel it. I don't want to see it anymore. I am so like, it's just creating more and more division. I don't need you to pop a balloon to realize that there are millions of people out there who don't give a fuck about me or don't find me attractive. I don't care about them. I'm trying to hold down just one person, one that finds me attractive, one that I can build with, and then that's it. I don't
care about my astrology sign.
First of all, astrology, how could I possibly care about two fish tied to a rope? That's the Pisces sign. Two fish tied to a rope. And apparently it means we have a problem with decision making, which in some cases is true. But even the representation, two fish on a rope, can't dictate who I am. Because there's a lot of people who say I'm too mean to be a Pisces. It is what it is.
And I'm one of the calmest Geminis that most people know.
Oh, so, he's the only Gemini I fuck with. And this is coming from me. Listen, I've had some experiences, and 9 times out of 10 it's Gemini. But Mr. Magic here is the exception. He's not two-faced. He's the same person when he wakes up, same person when he goes to sleep. He's been the same. He's grown. There's growth, but he hasn't changed the core of who he is. So I mean, hey, all I'm simply saying is we got enough going on in the world, people. Do we really need to be against each other? Because listen, I hate to sound like a doomsday clock, but
I mean, it's coming.
Listen, it's coming. Rent for a studio apartment is $1,300, $1,400. Come on now.
The minimum living wage that is needed to be able to afford a house is $52 an hour. It's literally $52 an hour. That's $108,000 a year. Can you imagine if everybody was making 6 figures a year? Just minimum to live. Like eggs is up 30%. Like it's just a whole bunch of like.
I had 7 grocery bags that cost me $165 today. $165. And what's really crazy about it though, let me tell you the crazy part about it is it only halfway filled my fridge. $165 used to fill my fridge.
Remember them days.
That Kroger card came in clutch. Shout out to Kroger.
It did. It did. It really did. Oh man, just like we was looking at our old house. It's worth $125,000 now, when it used to be under $100,000.
I think when we were looking at it, like when we first looked, wasn't it worth like $75K?
Yeah,
that's a huge jump.
Heck, our old, like we used to live in Ansley Village in North Macon, and when we were struggling, it was $840. It is now $1,100. Now, most people would be like, "Oh, well, $300 ain't bad." I promise you, it ain't worth $300 more.
And mind you, that's nothing included. That's just the roof. That's just the roof. Nothing else was included. Besides what? Trash service?
Yeah. I think maybe cable was, but we didn't need cable. So that brought it to like $840.
That sus ass freaking password. What was that? Bold Cream 197? From Cox Cable of all people.
Bro, I don't know who came up with that password, but I needed to seek Jesus. Because the amount of looks that we would get.
And they thinking that we did it. They're thinking that we like.
No, it's on the back of the box. As you can see what type of video this is going to be today. This is just random.
This is a dump. This is a failing dump. This is a you know what we're gonna call this? That's all we can do. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's all we can do. Because I had the idea today. I was just like, you know what? So let's do a video. The first image that came to my mind was John Wick tied in a chair. Everybody keeps wondering if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But you know what? I think I do now. I guess I'm back. Yeah, we're back. And I'm sorry that we left for so long.
Life be life.
Who else did we lose? I know we lost somebody else. It wasn't just Akira.
I mean, Akira's the biggest one because we didn't know, like they held that for a whole week. Like no one knew he died. And it's just like randomly, like towards midnight, it's like all we see is, oh yeah, Akira Toriyama is dead. Say, what? This can't be real. And sure enough, it was. And everybody was fucked up for the entire, I would say, rest of that week. But now his life is lifing, but my life is lifing on a different subject. I'm trying to find a house, right? And the funny thing is, we consolidated debt. We gotten our money up. I got a promotion within the past few months. So I got my money up a little bit, consolidated debt. And I wish sometimes that realtors and bankers and things of that nature would explain stuff to us like we five and go through a step-by-step process. Because some of y'all annoy me. And And inflation is kicking my ass because houses that used to be, once again, only 5 to 7 years ago, or even less than that, are now having a price jump of almost $300 to $400,000. And it don't makes no sense because y'all don't do improvements on these houses. These houses be built in like 1960. Y'all trying to sell it as is, but you sold it almost a decade ago for this amount of money. It ain't worth that much. And y'all killing me. There was a house that was worth $500,000 3 years ago. He picked all of the fixtures and he pretty much built it from the ground up. That house now is worth $800,000. How? You couldn't do anything in 3 years. Like there's no plumbing that needs to be done. There's no remodeling that needs to be done. There's no finishes that need to be done. Nothing needs to be done to this house because it's already practically brand new. How did it jump up 300,000? Just like the house that we used to live in. It was worth $75,000. And they were actually putting it up for rent, and the rent was $1,000. Now all of a sudden it's worth $125,000. And we know you ain't did nothing that spectacular to it because it wasn't nothing really the spectacular to do when we lived there. I hate the world sometimes. Sometimes it's funny because between me and Blair, Blair is the one that wants to like burn the world.
Start anew. I like meteors, the pureness of it all. Boom, the end. Start anew.
And I like the fact of trying to negotiate as much as possible to be able to have people see the way. It works when you have sensible people.
Not when people are legally blind.
And the fact that we got two 80-year-old people trying to run for the White House and we got the oldest Congress in history.
Like who would want that stressful job for 60 years? Like, I would be begging, like, yo, is my tenure up? Can I go? Please, please. If I see another piece of paper pushed across this desk about this nonsense, these people are having strokes on camera. Like, yeah. Bro, yeah. Go be with your grandkids and relax. Your time is over, Mr. Sliced Bread. It's over. You can't see 7 or 8 presidents go by and think that, man, yeah, my thinking is still relevant. It's not possible. Hang it up, please.
Like the fact that some of y'all, not that y'all have been in office as long as Black people didn't have rights, but y'all have been alive since Black people didn't have rights. And then you go into office with that same mindset. And it's just like, nobody should have a job for life. No one, not even the Supreme Court justices. And they are the ones that should have the highest tenure because they uphold the law of the land. They're the only ones that should be in there longer than everybody else.
But I'll give them 10 years instead of 8 like the president. Give them 10 years, and they still got to get the hell out. Because this is it's ridiculous. Like, these people have life alerts around their neck. Like,
and they make 6 figures.
Citizens should have life alert.
And then not only that, like they trying to raise the Social Security age to 70, bro. I promise you.
Do half of us even make it to 70? Lord willing.
I promise you, by the time I hit 50 or 60, one way or another, I'm stopping. Like when I hit 60, I'm stopping. I'm not doing it. Y'all not about to work me half to death. I refuse.
People, I just want to say, I'm gonna say it just like this. They can't whoop all of our asses. If we all just been, they can't whoop us all. You know that, right? They can't whoop us all. If we all just stopped going to work tomorrow and went to the Capitol, not do what them stupid people did, but knocked on the doors and said, yo, everybody in here run a fade. right now. 1v1, run a fade with a random citizen outside. You know they can't whoop all our asses, right? They can't. They can't. So if we just, I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there like that. They can't whoop us all.
No, they can't.
Not with their hand.
No weapons, just fade.
Yeah, just fade. Put your hands up. This is from my great-great-grandfather because you tore down his paper business. Put your hands up. I'm not going to kill you. No, the fight's going to be, going to have a ref, everything. Hospice standing by, everything. We're going to have everybody standing by. Run the fade. Just run it. Come on. If you can't defend yourself, how are you going to defend my rights? Come on now. Let's be real. You can't even defend yourself, let alone the people, for the people, by the people.
I haven't heard that saying in a long time.
Because it doesn't exist anymore. That's why.
Yeah, the American dream is almost dead. Well, actually, it died about 12 years ago.
It's a nightmare now. It's a nightmare.
On a positive note, Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, we got Legends AZ coming. Thank you for taking y'all time. Shame on you that it took Power World for y'all to straighten up. It's crazy. Oh, it's crazy that it took that.
It's crazy that it took Power World. It's crazy that it took Baldur's Gate 3 for some companies to be like, oh, y'all don't actually want, DLCs and y'all want to fully immerse. Yes. I don't want to be paying $130 for some stupid ass edition that you could have put in the damn regular game. I'm not paying that. I'm not.
Not only that, when are we going to get the ability to travel to another region? We're not going to get it in Legends because planes haven't been invented yet. But why? Not that you even need planes. I was able to swim from Johto to Kanto on my Lapras. Shout out to Lapras, by the way. But I don't understand. But you know what I'm excited for? We got Mega Evolutions back, damn it. We got them back. And shake your head all you want, sir. We got Mega Evolutions back. The people have spoken. We want Mega Evolution back. No more of this giant Pikachus being fat with purple, pink clouds around them.
Oh, that shit. I'll agree. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, no more of these dance moves where it's morphin' time. See move. Like, no, we're not doing that either. We're not doing the Aloha dance to get our power up. And we are most certainly not draping our Charizards in drip like this is a future video. No, we're not doing that either. We're not doing it.
The best gimmick that Pokemon has ever came up with. It is the best gimmick. Argue with your mama.
What? Terrestrialization?
Yep. The best gimmick in Pokemon. Argue with your mama.
So you're telling me you like the typing hats? Come on, man.
Maybe I don't like the typing hat, but the basis of the gimmick where you change your typing is the best gimmick in all of Pokemon.
Allows you to change your typing sometimes.
Man, whatever. That's the funny thing. Sometimes with some Pokemon, and only if you Charizard or Mewtwo, you get more than one.
Which, yeah, I'm sick of that. Can we get somebody else's attention, please? Can we get new Eevee forms? Please, we've been asking for new Eevee. And mind you, I don't even like Eevee like that. I only like 3 or 4 of the forms. But Eevee, or can we get another Pokemon that does things like that? Virgin Evolution.
Eevee should have had one of every type by now. Like, by now, at least. Like, y'all haven't done anything since Sylveon, and that's generation, 6?
The whole fairy typing is a joke, by the way. I don't care. I don't care. You needed something to combat the dragon. You already had ice types, which have higher special attack.
But the ice types they don't know how to do ice types properly because the only thing that's resistant to ice is ice itself. But it's just like, that's not true because, water. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. The only way that you're going to be able to get ice to do anything, really water to do anything to ice, if it's highly pressurized, but whatever, Pokemon logic. But yeah, no, other than the glowing hats, I like the fact that every Pokemon in essence has a chance.
one of your favorite Pokemon comes, Orthoworm is damn near unkillable. Like,
That's different.
it's not.
It's different.
Hell, and you've seen the Pokemon that we done faced in Terra raids, an electric type Gardevoir. Like that thing is damn near unkillable.
Especially once it uses Psych Up. Oh man.
Like, yeah, like no, it's done. Like there's like once it gets the power-ups that it once it does not Psych Up and whatever the other one is, where it boosts its special attack and special defense, yeah, it's done. It's a wrap.
Calm Mind, yeah.
Yeah, Calm Mind. Like, yeah, like no, it's a wrap. That's done. Like, especially Dragonite.
Yeah, but
Dragonite.
I will say this. Terrestrialization is a second for me. And it's just it's the hats. The hats take I can't like I can just imagine myself in the wilderness and seeing a wild terrestrialized Salamence. I'm no longer scared if I see that hat. I'm still gonna die probably, but I'm no longer scared once I see that hat. I'm gonna be laughing.
Like if it wasn't for the hat, like if it was just a terrestrial, like if it was a crystallization,
yeah,
I would accept that. But yeah, the hat makes it goofy. But but no, it's the best gimmick Pokemon has ever come up with, and I hope that is the end of. I hope terrestrialization is the last gimmick, and once we get to Generation 10, it's just give us Pokemon World, just give us Pokemon World, just give us Pokemon Universe to where we don't have to travel by airplane to get somewhere. We could use our Dragonites, our Charizards, any Pokemon that could use fly. We can go back to using Lapras for swimming. Like,
or hell, if you want to go on the boats, make it like the boats in the couple first one. You had Pokemon battles, you had secret items. Yeah, it only took you, a little bit, but shoot, why not? Have the boats filled with trainers, have the planes filled with trainers. You already did the battle train. So I mean, let's do all forms of travel. Why not? But for me,
hell, you can make it a live service game, because at that point we have 9 regions.
Which would make sense for DLC at that point. That's when DLC would make sense, when I have access to all 9 regions. That's when it makes sense. And
that's when a live service game makes sense, because you already have everything.
And also, like, it's Mega Evolution. I like it, not because it is terrible, the Pokedex entries. I'll admit the pain that they go through is not cool. I get that. I get it. But here's my thing. If we were worried about Pokemon pain, there wouldn't be any Pokemon. Because if you think Mega Evolution hurts, I mean, sir, do we need to go back to the clip where Mega Charizard gave Mewtwo the Mega Punch of the century? Broke that man's back. Pause. No diddy. Like
the fact that we've gone away from no homo and pause to now it's no diddy. Like do 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 do. But yeah, no, like I get it. If I had to pick one, like I think probably just by default Mega Evolution would be 2 for me, simply because Gigantamax was just, that was dumb. Gigantamax was dumb. Mega Evolution, of course, is once, and the Z move crap in the Alola region.
Which is the shittiest region, by the way, and argue with your mama on that point. That was the worst region I have ever played. And no, it's not because of the different gym systems or none of that. I actually thought that was cool. It's the Z crystals, one, and your Pokedex is weak as fuck. You had a chance to give other Pokemon regional variants, and you chose Raticate? Raticate? Come on, Raticate. And then to add insult to injury, you made another Route 1 rat, Young Goose. Why did you even make Rattata like a variant if you were just going to give us another region, Route 1 rodent?
Also, by the way, the way y'all do Meowth in some of these things,
Oh, don't get
boggles
me
my
started.
mind.
Don't get me
And
started.
mind you, Meowth is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. But the Galarian forms of of Meowth are dumb. The Alolan ones are especially dumb. Like I why y'all make him lanky and look like he high all the time? I don't understand.
Tell you what, let's replace an extinct Pokemon. You know, Lapras was on the verge of extinction. Let's everybody start hunting Meowths for the fur because I want them out of here. I'm so sick of these regional Baramia. You have to have a Meowth. You have to have a Pikachu. No, you don't. You don't. Pikachu is the Pikachu. Just make him available. That's all. Hell, I haven't seen anybody use Pikachu in tournaments or anything. Like,
Yeah, like I don't y'all gave him the funny thing is that y'all made Pikachu so because Raichu is my favorite. Like Raichu is my favorite, and y'all were so mad that you just couldn't have that you had to have a Raichu, that you tried to give Pikachu a special ball to make it relevant, and it's still not relevant. Like Light Ball does nothing to Pikachu that makes it any more relevant than Raichu. Like, and y'all,
now Alolan Raichu, that was fire. That was a good one.
yep.
The Alolan Ninetales, that was a good one. That was a good one. But the fact that I have to buy an entire region worth of Pokemon info, and I promise you, like, I wish I would have showed you my boxes from what is it, Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, sir. I literally had the same 10 to 20 Pokemon at level 100, and I never trained anything else. I stopped playing Pokemon once I trained the 20 Pokemon that I liked. Because that region was dumb. Dumb.
Yeah, he did the same thing I did for this current one. I only started to grow my list from because you remember I only had like what 40 to 60 Pokemon that I liked. And that was out of that region, but the only reason why I even grew it even more was the fact that we was doing a lot of terror raids and I needed to find ways to beat y'all.
Oh. Speaking of games, Insomnia. I saw what y'all were doing with the whole multiplayer Spider-Man game. That's what we've been waiting for. And the fact that you scrapped the project. And I saw the Batman Beyond project that DC scrapped. What's wrong with you? Marvel, DC, Insomnia? What's the problem? Can we talk about it? Do you need a hug? What you need?
The funny thing is it's like nobody likes to make money for some weird reason. I don't understand.
And it's always people with money that don't like to make money. Which is crazy. Like, first of all, that was just test animation. If they were to perfect that Batman Beyond animation and not make it like Miles Morales animation, because not everything has to have that.
Shout out to Puss in Boots, though. That was a great movie.
We listen, anyway, let's stick to this real quick. All I'm simply saying is that was a great project. We've been dying for some more Batman Beyond content because we're tired of Bruce.
Put on my comic hat. I'm tired of Bruce being in the same shit. I want Bruce to do something different.
And Bruce is happy. That's what I want. I want him to be happy. They won't let him be happy. They won't let Spider-Man be happy. I don't understand. Why do y'all get like, and it's almost on us. It's like y'all make money off of trauma. And don't get me wrong. An internal battle, external battle, universal battle, planetary battle, those are all great. Not everyone has to have a dysfunctional parent relationship, child relationship, relationship with friends, complicated relationships with their sexuality and their friends. And I get it. It's realism. It's realistic. But not everyone on Earth is like that. There are plenty of people who know who they are, stick to who they are, and live a good life. And it doesn't mean that you can't show them in the action. But please, how much more does Spider-Man have to go through, people? Like,
Yeah, Batman would he has a great family. Then his family's dysfunctional and wants to fight everybody. He's about to get married to Catwoman, but then Catwoman gets cold feet and says Batman won't be Batman if he gets married.
didn't she take all of his money?
Well, yeah, that was Joker War. Yeah. Joker eventually took all the money, but yeah, still, like
I don't get it. And then the failsafe saga. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all put that man through everything. Oh, I don't understand.
it don't make no sense. Like y'all, it's funny because I said this in a TikTok. Y'all, it didn't have to be this way. Y'all could have just pushed the Justice League to be a Guardians of the Galaxy type team where they're dealing with cosmic stuff, and the Titans with Dick Grayson and Starfire and Beast Boy and Raven, they get to be Earth's premier team. We shouldn't have to have waited over a decade, especially since we were all still fresh with the Teen Titans cartoon show, and it could have prospered from there. But no, because one stupid head of DC didn't like legacy characters because his characters felt like they were unrelatable when growing up. Oh, I swear. Oh. It shouldn't have taken this long. And we still need Bruce and Spider-Man to be happy and out of the status quo. Like, stop.
Oh, Superman apparently is into BDSM. He's living a happy life with his wife, has a dog collar in the closet. We didn't even need to know that information. Like, why can't Spider-Man and Batman just be happy? even though Batman kind of sort of needs to go to jail for grooming Batgirl, but whatever.
Oh, we're not doing the movies for that. No, that was somebody's stupid ass fucking nonsense. None of the Batgirls he has ever treated in any type of grooming form or fashion. Not Barbara, not Cassandra Cain, not Spoiler, not none of them. He has always treated them with respect, not for some dumbass movie like The Killing Joke. Swear to God, that was.
I mean, hey,
Oh, and the DC. Oh yeah, and the DCU. I mean DCAU tried to have that too. That's in Batman Beyond. That was a dumb plot point too. Dick Grayson goes away, and then him and Barbara have sex and comes pregnant. That was. I don't understand, but that's once again, Bruce Wayne has to be in the status quo of being alone and by himself. This man has been with Catwoman, had a thing with Wonder Woman, and with Talia al Ghul, and you telling me this man can't be happy in no sense, form, or fashion? Fuck out of here. And Peter Parker's girlfriend list exceeds damn near 20 females, from Black Cat to Mary Jane to Gwen Stacy to Mockingbird to people that he's worked with at the Daily Planet to other Avengers and superheroes, even all the way up to Captain Marvel. And you telling me he can't be happy in some shape, form, or fashion? Fuck out of here. Like, and also, my man Jared always makes this joke, but it's so true. How is Batman so technologically advanced and smart, but he still ends up being able to get stabbed? There is no suit that should be able to be, the Joker should be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stab you now. Like, bruh, like Batman should look at him like he's stupid. Like, a knife, really? We really doing this?
Well, he didn't have prep. He didn't have prep time, so he didn't have prep time.
Oh, and mind you, on another note, Black Panther. Why did you have him with Storm only to end up having them be awkward now? Like, y'all don't like. In fact, comic books. Do y'all not like people in love?
They don't like black love for sure either. They sure don't like that.
Y'all don't like love. Y'all don't want to see people together. Like, people get married in real life. Like, people be in relationships in real life. Like, I don't understand. And it's still relatable. They still have their dramas, they still have their arguments, and they still have their times where they have each other's backs. they have superpowers, and they're both from the same nation. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I'll make me
Oh,
sick.
and for all the conspiracy theorists out there, naturally occurring events is not a sign that Jesus is coming back. Earthquakes happen all the time. Relax, please. Relax.
Oh yeah, all of y'all that went through that whole religious psychosis thing because of the eclipse and started doing a whole bunch of crazy shit because you thought the rapture was coming. I know my homeboy Steven is going to get mad at me because I'm not going to quote it correctly, but, and he might not, he'll just be like, you said it wrong. Nobody knows the time of when Jesus is coming back. No one. Only Jesus and God himself know when he coming back. Don't no man know. Not Y2K, not 2011, not 2006, not 2012, not 2020, not now during the solar eclipse. No one will know. When we hear those trumpets that be heard all around the world, that's when we'll know. Until then, shut the fuck up and live your life.
Because that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. And on that note, that's all you can do. For the Blair Thomas, I am Magic. If you need guidance, as always, come see the Alliance.
Please. Please.